Everyone, it's Mr. Jackson here, coming at you for another edition of information for our Intro to Computers class. So as this week has been going, I know this chapter has been a little bit difficult. There's a lot of information that's associated in here about computers and how they work. So make sure that you guys are reading and going through the content and refreshing as you go along. As I said previously, our chapter exam will be next Monday on September 3rd. So just make sure that you are reviewing for that exam as we get there. So to talk about some things briefly today, I want to ensure that you guys are using your online course. You have your flashcards that are there for you, so that way you can go through, kind of review all the content, review all the studying materials for your chapter 2 test. Make sure that you go back, watch the videos that are associated in the chapters, so that way we can get it all correct, and that you have a refresher in your mind. This week we will also be transitioning onto a new system. So next week we will be, kind of completely away from Edmodo. So our new system will actually be called SEU Brightspace. So this is the university's platform that we use to kind of have an online class. Is actually going to be a lot better for you guys to be able to see your grades. We were using Edmodo while everything got set up for the course. But to get there, you'll go to seu.edu, and then you will go to log in. So when you log in, I am going to be sending your actual usernames and your student ID numbers for SEU to Miss Otto for her to give out to you guys in class. But the way that you go ahead and set up your account, if you don't already have your username and password, and you should have it when you created your application, so you should have created a username there, and you should have got an email from SEU with that information with your user ID. But if you don't have it, I'm giving that to Miss Otto. But if you need to create or set up a password, then you will go to New Students on the Forgot Password screen, and then you will include your SEU email. Now your SEU email is going to be that username that I'm sending out to Miss Otto with @seu.edu at the end of it. So that username with @seu.edu. And then you'll put it in. And I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of an example. And your last name, and then press search. From there, it's going to ask you some security questions about, your home phone number, your home zip code, and then the SEU ID number that I'm giving to Miss Otto. So once you go ahead and do that, then you'll be able to check your responses and then change your password if you need to change it. Then once there, you'll be able to go back out to your seu.edu screen. Go to the login up in the top right hand corner. And then our class will be in here in the MyFire Brightspace Learning Portal. So once you are into the learning portal, it will list your classes that you have. Now, for some reason, they have an extra class in here for us. So I'm going to be having that one removed as soon as possible. But what you'll be able to identify once you click on it, like let's go to this one. It should say 2018 AF CTIS Intro to Computers, and it should say SARCH for Sarasota Christian. So you'll click on the course, and the way to check and make sure that it's the right one, go to Content. Now if it's blank, then that means that you're in the wrong area. So you'll go back out, back to your home spot, where it has your courses, and then click on the second one. And I believe maybe that's a picture for it with the, yeah. So you'll click on that one. And now when you go to content, then you should see information there. Okay. But out on our tool, kind of your table of content screen here, it just has some information. I'm still updating this to add more information to it, so that way we are good. But some parts of it that you should be worried about or aware of is that on this page is going to have your bell work, if I have any bell work for you, your discussion questions, if there are any discussion questions I give out to the class, live sessions, which we will use this format for our live sessions, so we won't use Blackboard Collaborate anymore. For this live session, it's an online based, kind of sort of like what you did before, but for this one you have to make sure that you have Google Chrome. And then you'll have your chapter content. So our chapter assignments, any type of videos that we have, I might make a separate section for our videos. But this will be something that we will use as we go throughout. And over here on the left hand side, it just has some spots for you. So I will be transposing your grades out onto this system as well. So you'll see up at the top it has just some list of tools for you. Your tools will be a little bit different. Let me see if I can change myself over to a student. All right, so this is what it should look like once you guys enter into the course. So as you click on it, and let me just make sure that I'm in the right section. Oh, it kicked me out. All right, I might have to adjust mine. Let me go back. Gotta love it when you're trying things live. All right, so let me go back over here to content. All right, now it looks good. All right, so when I log in, so this is kind of sort of what it will look like for you guys. Yeah, I had to go back. So this is kind of what it will look like for you guys. Just make sure that you always look at this section. And as we're going across, I'll continue to send you guys the emails with the updates. And I will have a separate section for videos. But if you could log into this system, that would be great. Also, your grades should be associated here. It's going to show the grades for everyone right now, but I'll have to update and add you guys on in here. But that will be a grade section that you would go for. And then also, if you need to send a message to me, you can send instant messages, or you can send me an email. So there will be a lot of different things, and we'll go over more of it as we go along and get everybody kind of added to the system. Let me know if you guys are having any additional trouble trying to log in. But you should be able to create your account, go to SEU, Brightspace, and then log in to the course that way we can start this process of getting you guys kind of familiar with the university system. Sorry to switch things up on you guys, but I think this will be a lot better, and it's a lot better to have all our information in one spot. All right. So thank you guys for listening to this brief tutorial on this, and I will see you guys a little bit later in the classroom.